Hey everyone, welcome to Yoga with Maria. I'm Maria, and today I'm coming to you from the mountains of Park City, Utah. And we're practicing Dhanurasana or bow pose. This is a back bend that we do on the belly, and it's gonna help us open up the shoulders as well as the quadriceps, and we're gonna strengthen the muscles of the backs and the hamstrings. You don't need any props for this practice. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss any new updates, and I'll meet you on your mat. Alrighty, yogis, thanks for joining today. We're gonna start out in a hands and knees to help us warm up the spine for Dhanurasana bow pose. So set up the shoulders over the wrist. The hips will stack over the knees. And then breathe in and let the belly drop down. Chest reaches forward, let the chin lift. On your exhale, press into the hands and the tops of the feet. Puff up the back and let the head fall heavy. We're gonna take this 2 more times. Belly drops down, chest reaches forward, chin lifts. Exhale, press into the hands, tops of feet, puff up the back, let the chin come towards the chest. 1 more like this. Breathe in, belly drops, look forward. Breathe out, press into the hands, puff up the back. Inhale, come to neutral. And then take the hands forward a couple paw prints here and tuck the toes behind you. Look forward and lower all the way to your belly. Take the hands underneath the armpits. Breathe in, lift the head and the chest, and then pull your right heel towards your right seat. So using the hamstring. Exhale, lower. We're gonna take the other foot up. Breathe in, lift the head and the chest. Lift your left heel towards the left seat. Exhale and lower. From here, tee the arms. And then bring your left hand right underneath the left elbow near the armpit. You're just gonna roll yourself onto your right side. Yeah, so the feet stack. And then, the head will just kind of fall towards the mat, this right side of the head. And then float your top leg, bend the knee, and then just tap the toe behind you. Breathing in, breathing out. 1 more cycle here, in and out. Yeah, it's opening the pec and the shoulder. And then roll back to your belly and extend your left leg or your left arm long. Right hand comes underneath the right elbow, kind of right near the right armpit. And then you're gonna roll yourself onto your left side. Let the left cheek or temple fall towards the mat. Float your top leg, your right leg, bend the knee if it's available, and tap the toe behind you. And then you can just let that knee fall behind the body. Breathing in, stay with your breath. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Stack the legs and then roll back to the belly. Bring both hands underneath the armpits and press yourself back to hands and knees. Very, very nice here. Tuck your left toe behind you. Spin the left heel down. And then lift your left arm up for a supported side plank. Notice the nice opening and space you get. And then stay here, or you have an option to float this left leg up. Yeah, the weight's gonna transfer a little bit more into the right hand. And then from here, stay, or you can bend the knee and catch the foot behind the back with the left hand. Kick the foot into the hand, and maybe the gaze comes up towards the ceiling. You can play with that a little bit. Breathing in, breathing out. 1 more cycle here, in, and out. Release. Reach this left hand up and over the ear and then circle it down to the mat. Find hands and knees. We're going to just move to the other side. Tuck your right toe behind you. Spin the heel down, and then that right arm reaches up. Notice the spaciousness across the front of the collarbones here. Good, and then the weight's going to transfer a little bit more into the left hand as you lift the right leg up. Just an option here. From here, stay or bend the right knee and catch the foot behind the back with the right hand. Once you get the foot, kick the foot into the hand, and then maybe you can play with the gaze, taking the gaze up towards the ceiling. Yeah, just notice the opening in the arm, the opening in the front of the body. Breathing in. Breathing out, release. Find this supported side plank again. Take the right arm up and over the ear just for a little bit more length on the side of the body. And take the hand down to the mat. Beautiful work. And then tuck the toes behind you, and we're gonna lower back down to the belly. Forehead comes to the mat. Take your hands back behind you. Let's take the palms down towards the mat or onto the floor. Breathe in and lift the head, the chest, lift the feet up. So we want a nice long line of energy from the crown of the head through the toes. the shoulders pull away from the mat here. Breathing in, breathing out. One more cycle here. Inhale. This is Shalabhasana, locust pose. And lower all the way to the mat. Forehead comes to the mat. And then just swivel the hips side to side a few times to just release. From here, bend both knees. And then you're going to reach the hands back and catch the outer edges of the feet. Yeah, and just stay here for a moment. Notice if the shoulders are curling down towards the floor. See if you can lift them away from the ground. And then here we go for bow pose. Breathing in, lift the head, the chest, and then kick the feet into the hands any amount. So this can be really intense. See if you can look forward. And just notice that you're balancing on the fleshy part of the belly and the lower two ribs. Maybe you activate the legs a little bit to lift the knees. So the knees are going to pull towards one another. Yeah, breathing in, breathing out, trying to find this symmetrical shape here. So you can play with rocking the torso a little side to side to make sure that you're using the low back or the whole back equally. And then release the feet. Forehead comes to the mat. Take the hands one on top of the other and just let the head or the forehead rest on the hands. The heels are going to splay out. We'll take a little pre-belly Shavasana here, and then you can swivel the hips side to side. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and out. Just notice with the low belly on the mat when you breathe in, notice how they create some space in the low back. Allow that to happen. See if you can breathe all the way down into the belly. Very good. Take one arm long in front of you and roll yourself onto your back. Yeah, and then from here, bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Just for a moment, we'll take constructive rest. The feet come a little wider than the hips. Knees knock in on one another and the hands come to the belly. Notice this shape as well. Heel toe the feet in, and then bring the knees in towards the chest. Some of us might stop with the hands on the knees. You can bring the knees a little closer to the chest as well. Should feel pretty good on the low back. You can sway side to side. And then release this and take the legs long on the mat. Palms face up for Shavasana. A little moment of rest here. I invite you to stay a little bit longer. I'm going to sign off for now. Thank you so much for joining today for Dhanurasana bow pose. Namaste. If you're looking for ways to reduce stress, anxiety, and tension in your body and your mind so that you can show up as your best self at work and at home, I work with women one-on-one to do just that, using the tools of yoga, meditation, and mindset work, ultimately helping women get promoted and take on leadership roles at work without burning out. If this is interesting to you at all, go to my website at marialoida.com and send me a message to set up your free consultation to see if this work is right for you. See you soon.